Picture this. No aphids, AY-fids, no powdery mildew. Just you, enjoying pest-free tomatoes with a 25-cent solution from your kitchen cabinet. Last summer, I spent $50 on commercial fungicides, fungicides. My tomatoes still got powdery mildew. Then my neighbor, a retired master gardener, showed me this 4-ingredient recipe. Total cost, 25 cents. And it actually worked week after week. In this video, I'll show you the exact 4-ingredient recipe. But wait until you see ingredient number 2. Luxury greenhouses pay $50 for what you already have in your kitchen. And most people throw it away. And the best part? It's safe for your pets, safe for your bees, safe for everything except the bugs that are ruining your garden. Baking soda. You probably have it in your kitchen right now. But did you know it's one of the most effective natural pesticides? In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly why it works, how to mix it, and when to spray. Let's dive in. Baking soda, the scientific name is sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is a natural compound. It's found in a mineral called nacolite. Now, before we get into the recipe, there are 2 important things you need to know. First, baking soda is technically a salt, and plants, they're not huge fans of salt. Second, it's alkaline, which means it can raise the pH of your soil if you overdo it. But here's the thing. Think of baking soda like salt for your food. A little bit is fine. Too much ruins everything. The recipe I'm about to show you uses the perfect amount. Enough to kill pests and stop fungal diseases. Not enough to harm your plants. So when you mix it correctly, and I'll show you exactly how, you're creating a solution that targets the bad guys while leaving your tomatoes, roses, and cucumbers completely safe. It's all about balance. So how does baking soda actually kill bugs? When soft-bodied insects like aphids, AY-fids, spider mites, or caterpillars ingest baking soda, it releases carbon dioxide inside their bodies. And that CO2 buildup, it's lethal for them. Now, this isn't a contact killer. The bugs have to actually eat it. That's why we combine it with oil and soap, which I'll explain in a minute. Those ingredients help the baking soda stick to the leaves. So when the pests take a bite, they're done. Now, for fungal diseases like powdery mildew, baking soda works completely differently. It creates an ion imbalance on the surface of leaves. Fungal spores can't survive in that environment. They simply can't establish. But here's the lazy gardener's secret. Prevention beats treatment every single time. You don't wait until you see white powder on your zucchini leaves. You spray before the problem starts. Twice a month. That's it. Less work, better results. That's smart gardening. All right, let's get to the recipe. You'll need 4 ingredients. Ingredient number 1, 1 liter of water, that's your base. Ingredient number 2, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, that's your active pest and fungus killer. Ingredient number 3. Wait, let me tell you about ingredient number 2 first, the one I teased earlier, Castile soap. Remember I said luxury greenhouses pay $50 for this? Here's why. Castile soap is pure natural soap. No chemicals, no additives, just olive oil and water. And it makes your spray stick to the leaves. Without it, your baking soda mixture just runs right off, like water off a duck's back. The soap creates a thin film that holds everything in place. So the bugs eat it. The fungus can't escape it. Now here's the thing most people don't know. You know those Castile soap scraps? The little bits left at the bottom of the bottle? Most people throw them away. Don't. That's liquid gold for your garden. Just dissolve those scraps in warm water and you've got your spreader sticker for free. So, 1 teaspoon of Castile soap. Got it? And ingredient number 4, 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. The oil does 2 things. It suffocates soft-bodied insects, and it helps push fungal spores off the leaf surface. That's it. 4 ingredients. 1 liter water, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon Castile soap, 2 teaspoons vegetable oil. Write that down. Mix it all together, pour it into a spray bottle. Now, there are 2 ways to use this. For prevention. And remember, prevention is the smart approach. Spray your plants twice a month. Just a light mist on the tops and bottoms of leaves. Don't drench them. For treatment, if you already have aphids, Aphids, crawling on your roses, or white powdery mildew on your cucumbers, spray every 3 days until they're gone. One more thing, and this is important. Test on 1 leaf first. Wait 24 hours. Some plants are sensitive to baking soda. It's rare, but it happens. If that test leaf looks fine the next day, no yellowing, no browning, then spray the whole plant. Better safe than sorry. Now, here's what most videos don't tell you. Is this safe for your pets? Yes. Is it safe for bees? Yes. Just spray at sundown after the bees have gone home for the night. No harsh chemicals that could harm your garden friends. Just simple kitchen ingredients that bugs hate and your plants love. Quick question. Are you a prevention sprayer? Twice a month, stay ahead of problems? Or are you a treatment sprayer? You wait until you see the bugs, then you react. Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious which camp you're in. So here's what happens next summer. Your neighbor walks by your roses, pest-free, blooming like crazy. They stop, they look closer, and they ask, "What spray are you using? Those look incredible." You smile. You say, "Baking soda, 25 cents. They won't believe you. They'll laugh. They'll think you're joking, until they go home and see their $50 fungicide, sitting on the shelf, unopened because it didn't work. That's when they come back, and they ask for your recipe. If this video helped you, hit that subscribe button. I post new gardening tips every single week, tips that actually work. And do me a favor, comment below and tell me, what pest is destroying your garden right now? Aphids, spider mites, powdery mildew, or maybe it's something else. Japanese beetles, whiteflies, blossom end rot. I read every single comment. And maybe, just maybe, I'll make a video solving your exact problem. See you in the next one. Happy gardening.